Welcome back. We are here with the first generation of the royal family, and I have no idea what part it is, so it'll say in the title. And here we are, and the goal for right now is to prepare for Love Day. So, Love Day is on Friday. It's currently Wednesday, and the goal is to make sure that each of these teenagers have someone available to go on a date with for Love Day because, the way to succeed at Love Day is to go on a date. So, I've called over Generation 2. We're going to scope it out. And honestly, Mikhail has the most options because he is literally flirting with everybody. And we'll probably just pick one at random for him. And I think right now he has four partners and he needs eight. So we're going to continue to work on that. And then um, we have Regina, who already started a little romance with Nasir. So she's going to continue that. I think that she is very interested in becoming Duchess. Now, if, you know, Cordelia and Simon weren't her half siblings, I think she would probably go for one of them because she could be Grand Duchess. But right now, the highest available position to her is a Duchess. And she is going to continue to flirt with Nasir because he has a good position and a good future. And, he's cute. They got to pick someone in this group, so why not? I'm also trying really hard to not offend any of Mikhail's like partners because they're going to get jealous if they see each other, but then they all follow each other around. So, anyway, um, Eliza is going to go talk to Simon. Now, here's the deal is back when Cordelia and Chaz kind of talked about getting Simon and Eliza together, like to really unite their families out in the open. And, it was this whole thing. So that is something that they talked about when they were kids. And they did, you know, have an okay friendship as children. And it hasn't really been talked about much lately. Like Chaz and Cordelia are still friends, but it's definitely not anywhere near the same, especially after Carmen divorced Chaz. So, um, I think that Eliza likes Simon. I think she thinks he's cool. I mean, he is definitely a good-looking guy. And she, wants to kind of get to know him better, maybe actually try to date him and see where it goes. And it has the added bonus of being something that had been discussed previously. So it's not quite an arranged marriage, but it was definitely like hinted at that the parents would arrange something. So they're not going to be forced to marry, but they are kind of being pushed together, I suppose. And look at that. They decided to slow dance all on their own, and I think that's so cute. They're actually getting along really, really well, which I love. And honestly, I don't mind the drama of Cordelia hating Eliza. So, um, and that's her brother, Simon. And also, Mikhail is just going all the way around with whoever. Like, I think he's with Ashlyn right now. And anyway, I'm just letting him do what he wants, and I'm trying to get some of the other kids to, yeah, this picture didn't work. But, so Regina is continuing to talk to Nasir, and honestly, I keep getting Nasir and German confused with each other because they look the same. I mean, they're brothers, they look the same. So I keep getting them confused with each other. So, anyway, Killian is the youngest of the bunch here of teenagers. And they are talking to Blaze. Blaze is, pretty good looking. And I mean, they're all good looking. Like, I don't even know what I'm saying. Uh, also, like, Mikkel, you have woohooed like four times today. So, anyway, Killian is the youngest. And so I think that that makes them a little bit on the outside, compared to all the other teenagers because, you know, they're so much younger. So I think that Killian has a crush on Blaze, but it's not like they're dating or anything, or that Blaze would, I think that the other teenagers kind of think of Killian as more of like a little kid ish. Not little kid like it's inappropriate, but like Killian's younger than them. It's like a 17-year-old and a 16-year-old. I don't know. Do I look like I know what I'm talking about? So anyway, Killian is infatuated with Blaze. Actually, Killian and Blaze aren't that far apart, like age-wise, because Blaze was one of the last children born. So I think Blaze is actually closest in age to Killian. So there you go. And I just rambled on and on and on. Didn't make any sense. It's fine. So we're having Cordelia. Where's Cordelia? She's over there, but it's fine. And okay, this is the part where I confuse Nasir in German. I like just queued up a romantic interaction between Regina and German by accident, and Nasir gets mad about it, and I'm like, oops. So anyway, I'm just checking to see who Mikkel is in a relationship with so that I can know who we still need to hit. So yes, anyway, sorry about that, Regina. She's now talking to Nasir again, and I just want everyone to leave my house. Like they're not going anywhere, and I tell the butler to make them leave, but they still don't leave. And I think Eliza and Simon woohooed, so good for them. Got to make sure all these kids have birth control. So, yeah, if someone gets pregnant, they're like gonna have to get married. That's just it. So we're skipping ahead to it is now Love Day. Now that everyone had, gotten their romance up, and we are going to start with Cordelia and Xander because they deserve the best, and their story is not over yet. And I know that I've been focusing a lot about on the teenagers, and the reason for that, I mean, besides the fact that that's where the story is going, is that I really want to do the work with the kids that are going to move out before they move out. So like Mikkel and Regina are going to move out to live with their spouses. They're not going to live in the castle. Like Eliza's the only one who's going to stay in the castle. So I kind of wanted to get stuff going with them while they're teenagers, and then when they become young adults, we'll focus on them less. So that's kind of what's going on there. I'm hoping to finish Mikkel's aspiration before he becomes a young adult. So but that doesn't mean that Cordelia and Xander don't have anything going on. They're still working on, their careers, and I do have to get Xander's aspiration continuing to go. It's a hard one. Party animal aspiration is hard. So, um, yeah, so they are out here at the restaurant and they're just going to enjoy their date. Now, here's the problem. I got 5 dates that I got to get through today. We'll see if it actually happens. So these two, he's tense and he's angry. What is going on? This is not how you spend Love Day with your wife. So these two are kind of, getting older and continuing to spend more time together. I think Xander's birthday is coming up. Like Xander's going to be an elder in like a week or two. So it is, no, I think it's next week. I think it's next Wednesday. He's going to be an elder. Isn't that crazy? Like he's the oldest of that generation, but it blows my mind that that he's going to be an elder. Generation 1 is getting old, you guys. Also, I should spread out their ages. I should change up their ages a little bit because I'm worried that they're all going to start dying at the same time, and then I have to go find their gravestones. I got to make sure that I'm around when they die. So that's going to be something that we're going to have to keep an eye on is being there when the Sims die. And for some reason, my MC Command Center, like, death is not working properly. It's like, it's just turning them into ghosts immediately when I click kill sim. They don't die. So we might need to figure something out. And so these two had a good date. So we're going to move on because we're running out of time really fast. So I'm going to pull Eliza from school so that she can go on a date with Simon today. And we are actually going to go to every available lot here. So that'll be fun too. And so I'm just going to have her invite over Simon. He does not come. I have to cheat him here. Like, let's go. We're running out of time, Simon. It's already the afternoon. Like, come on. So yes, Cordelia and Xander's story is not over, and I do have some stuff planned for them as they get older, and I do have a surprise waiting for you. So um, don't think that it's over between the Generation 1 drama. It's not over till it's over. And we have Simon, who has finally graced us with his presence. So we're going to invite him out on a date. And then we are going to go to the cathedral, I think, for their date. Yeah, the cathedral. So they are going to head out there. And honestly, I really like them as a couple. Like, I mean, I enjoy that she's not going to get along with her potential sister-in-law, but um, I just really enjoy them as a couple. They just went up so fast. Like, you can tell when Sims are compatible. Their relationship just goes up without much effort, and it just seems to work, you know. So I am really happy about that for these two. And here we are at the cathedral. So I'm just going to get going with the um, goal of socializing. So there's that. And yeah, I also think that like they'll make really cute babies. I mean, he is such a good looking guy. I think it'll be good. So, what else? Honestly, I'm just trying to bang through these dates so that we can get everyone in. I'm really concerned that it's like getting really late already and we aren't going to have time to have a date for everybody. But this guy like was in their conversation. I'm like, go away, because then it turns a romantic relationship into awkward. So, I mean, not my words are not working. A romantic conversation into an awkward conversation. Anyway, we are going to have these two kiss. I'm going to get a little picture of their smoochie, and then their day is gold. So let's move on to Mikkel, and he is going to invite out Cassidy. So Cassidy and him are currently dating, but their romantic relationship has taken quite a hit by him, you know, dating everyone else. So I figured we would catch up with them, and I like really got the impression that Cassidy really liked Mikkel. So I want to explore that further. Maybe she's an option for his future wife. So we are heading to his favorite spot, which is the country club, and they are going to get a table together there. And yeah, so she is from the Griffin family, which is, you know, very athletic. So you can tell that just by looking at her. She is into sports. And also, she's walking away. No, come back, come back. I just said that you were super into him, and then you walk away. I think that she's really into him. Like she like seems to follow him around almost. So that is what we're going to go with, is that she is just so much more into him than he is into her. But you know what? Maybe that'll change. He's got to settle down at some point, but he's probably not going to stop being romantic with everybody. So, I mean, Cassidy, if you decide that you want to be his wife, then you have a small problem because your husband is a serial romantic. So that is an issue. But you know what? That's just the way it goes. So that is going to be probably not a happy marriage. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. So they are eating and drinking their drinks and really enjoying the meal and each other's company. And some person propositioned Mikkel, but he said no because he's on a date right now with Cassidy. And we need to go through these dates quickly because it's already getting late. It's like 11 o'clock. So we need to do that quickly. I don't know if we're going to have time for all this. We still have Regina and Killian to get through, so it's a lot. But here, we're gold. We're gold. Let's go. So we are going to call Regina here so we can have her invite Nasir out on a date. And since it is late at night, we are going to invite him out to the graveyard for their date. And I do want to say that, like, I think for the royal children, I am going to do, what I can to make sure that they inherit titles. So, for example, Regina is right now with Nasir, who is going to inherit the Siren Duchy. And so I'll probably have Mikhail get with either Ashlyn, Cassidy, or no, he can't be with Cordelia because that's his half sister. So he'll probably end up with Ashlyn or Cassidy just because they are both going to inherit a ducal title. So I want the royal children to be able to inherit those titles because they're not going to be able to become king or queen because Eliza is the heir. So that's probably how it's going to go. Obviously, we don't have enough children for them all to inherit a title. I might introduce some new titles with the next generation to, fill that up. So just trying to make sure that, the royal children are treated well and maintain a high social status even after marriage. So that's what I'm going with. And here is Regina and Nasir's date. Now he seems to be enjoying it, fanning himself. So they are just going to get to gold here, and it looks like the holiday is over. So we didn't get to Killian, but it looks like everyone else had a good holiday. So that's good. And I think that what I'm going to do is have Killian go on a date anyway, just because everyone else went on a date. We only had one more left. Let's just do it. So we are going to have Killian invite Blaze to the art gallery, and they are going to have their date there. So here we go. And I think that it's just nice to make sure everybody gets a date in. And also, I want Killian to, start being a part of this group because very much because of the age difference between the first three children in the royal family and the last three children is such a big gap that I feel like, um, I want to try to include the younger children more. Obviously, it's harder with Adora and Apollo because they're still children, but we will work on that as well. And Blaze seems to be enjoying himself. Now, Blaze is not going to inherit a title. I know that I just said that I was going to try and make sure that happens, but I do want to leave Mikhail's options open, especially because um, he isn't one of Xander's children, and I feel like it'd be easier for Cordelia to give titles to children that do belong to her and Xander, even though, Xander doesn't know that Mikhail and Regina are not his children, but um, I think that it's important that um, they make sure to still kind of follow the rules. So we are going to have, maybe we'll give some of the younger children like the title of Earl or something or Viscount so that they can, still have titles. I mean, they're going to have to move out anyway, so might as well move out to a land that they now own. So that's, the tentative plan. And yeah, so that is the wrap up of this video. As you can see, we're in screenshots. Everybody went on a date today, and I think that it went really well. Next time, we are going to do taxes and also try to get some relationships going with some of the other families, do a check in. So look out for that, and I will catch you guys next time.